Jesus talks about water a lot. He goes to the Festival of Tabernacles, not because his brothers want him to go. They were aware that he'd lost almost all of his followers. Figured if he went to where the people were, maybe he could get new followers. They didn't understand who he was. He wasn't looking for a crowd. He was looking to fulfill his mission. And the Feast of Tabernacles, among other things, was all about water, because it commemorated the time that the Jews spent in the desert, the 40 years before they got to the Promised Land. And waters flowed from the rock, the waters of Meribah. They would even sing a song from Isaiah 12:3 that talked about the wells of salvation watering everybody. It hadn't been that long before that Jesus had told the woman at the Samaritan well, a place of watering, a place of being well watered, that he had living water to give away. This time he puts a different spin on it. At the festival celebrating the watering of campers, he says, "I am the living water. If anyone's thirsty, come to me and drink. And not only will you drink, but streams of living water will flow, will gush up from out of you." It was a great promise. It was a messianic promise. The book of Zechariah talks about out of Jerusalem flowing living water. To the east, watering the Dead Sea, making it alive again, fresh. And to the west, water going into the Mediterranean Sea, a salty sea, making it fresh as well. This is the business Jesus was in, and he knew that he was the fountainhead, that he would soon be watering the entire world. The next step is those of us who get watered become streams ourselves. As imitators of Christ, also become fountains ourselves. But that's the promise. Wouldn't you love to be well watered, like a tree in Psalm chapter 1, whose roots are in the streams of water, always bearing fruit? The interesting thing about the streams of water within us is that we don't really know they're there much until we decide to pour out. When we pour out to others, we find that there's water within us to be poured. Well, according to Jesus, if you're one of his, then yeah, it's inside of you. How do you get it out? Pour it out to others. Say things that are true. Do things that are true. Act like you have resources, even if you're not sure you do. And the pleasure, the refreshing you feel of being splattered upon, like a person sitting in a sprinkler on a warm summer day, is mine, just like it's yours. Well-watered gardens.
Where is my